Exporting a knowledge base is a critical phase within Azure AI projects, particularly crucial after building and refining question-answer pairs. This process involves extracting existing knowledge structures, typically from services such as Azure's language understanding and question-answering projects. Effective exporting ensures data mobility, backup capabilities, and the ability to reuse and integrate the knowledge base across various applications. Proper export mechanisms allow developers to manage the lifecycle of AI solutions effectively, ensuring analytical consistency and portability. The export function within Azure AI Services supports business continuity, facilitates migration, and provides capabilities for knowledge backup and disaster recovery. Exporting knowledge also enables data-driven analytics, further tuning of the language models, and supports sharing knowledge assets with other teams or applications. This functionality is essential for maintaining the integrity of interactions and identity within applications that leverage natural language processing capabilities, such as chatbots and virtual assistants. Azure AI knowledge bases primarily support exports in various standard formats, including TSV, tab-separated values, Excel, JSON, and YAML. Each format offers different advantages. For example, TSV and Excel, ideal for manual review and editing. JSON, best for programmatic integration and automation needs. YAML, readable and editable for developers and supports version controlling, enabling flexible integration into continuous integration and deployment workflows. Selecting the appropriate format depends on intended use, team expertise, and deployment environment. Preparing for exporting a knowledge base involves checking data consistency, ensuring completeness, and confirming readiness. Steps include reviewing the knowledge database to remove or correct inaccurate entries, ensuring that metadata tags and contextual associations are current, verifying security compliance and permissions required for export actions, planning which export format aligns best with the intended application or storage system for optimal integration and further data use. Azure Portal provides an intuitive interface for exporting a knowledge base. Sign into the Azure Portal. Navigate to the specific language service project associated with your knowledge base. Select your targeted knowledge base from a list. Click the Export option prominently displayed. Choose the preferred export format, JSON, TSV, Excel. Confirm the operation. The export download will initiate shortly after. This graphical interface facilitates immediate and straightforward knowledge base management. For automation or integration into broader workflows, Azure offers a robust REST API. The general endpoint structure is HTTP GET endpoint /language /query knowledge bases /projects /project name /export. Format equals format. Key parameters include endpoint, Azure Service Endpoint. Project name, the name of your knowledge base project. Format, export format, ISON. Authentication via Azure Active Directory tokens ensures secure access, making this method suitable for automated pipelines and DevOps scenarios. Here is a concrete example of exporting a knowledge base using Python and Azure REST API. Python import requests endpoint equals https://resource.cognitiveservices.azure.com, project_name equals my knowledge base, format equals JSON, token equals URL equals F, endpoint /language /query knowledge bases /project_name /export, format equals format, headers equals authorization, fbearer token content type, application/JSON, response equals request at get, URL, headers equals headers, print, response to JSON. This script shows simple HTTP GET functionalities essential for self-service data management. Security during the export process is paramount to safeguard sensitive information. Azure employs robust authorization mechanisms using Azure Active Directory roles and permissions. To execute export tasks, users must have administrative privileges or specifically assigned export permissions on the Azure AI language project. Role-based access control, RBAC, defines granular permissions. Understanding and configuring these permissions correctly ensures only authorized access, maintaining secure data handling practices during export activities. Knowledge base exporting significantly contributes to backup and recovery strategies. Regular exports create snapshots of knowledge at specific points in time, crucial for restoration after unintended modifications or failures. Best practices include scheduling regular automated exports using scripts or Azure automation, permanently storing exports in secured storage solutions such as Azure Blob Storage to leverage security and reliability, clearly documenting each export version, including timestamps and metadata, facilitating easy restoration whenever required. Automating knowledge base exports within continuous integration and continuous deployment (CI/CD) pipelines ensures seamless integration and continuous improvement. CI/CD integration benefits include automatically updating application knowledge sources post-deployment, testing and validation enhancement TS through dynamic knowledge base verifications, incorporating knowledge base exports as deployment assets. Azure Pipelines, Jenkins, or GitHub Actions can easily incorporate these exports, promoting agile and precise development processes. Post-export handling directly impacts the accuracy and utility of exported data. Key considerations include proper versioning for tracking changes effectively, safe storage using secure systems with controlled access, ensuring compliance with data governance standards, periodic validation of stored exports to maintain readiness for quick integration or restoration, structured management responsibilities clearly defined within data governance frameworks ensure sustained utility and integrity of resourceful knowledge base exports. Common challenges in knowledge base export include format incompatibility, permission issues, and data inconsistency. Best practices to address these challenges are clearly documenting the export processes and formats utilized, conducting regular training for administrators and developers on the export functionalities within Azure, employing automation via APIs for consistent and error-free exports, routinely verifying file integrity post-export to avoid unnoticed corruption or loss, thereby maintaining optimal workflow continuity and data quality.